Hello, everyone. Welcome to Baytastic. Uh, so for our project, we want to do something similar to other internet curating sites, such as BuzzFeed. After brainstorming, we realized that there was no single platform for people to go and receive information from the area. So we knew we had an audience already of millions of people who live in the Bay, so we decided to zero in on that niche market. From there, Baytastic was born. We created this Baytastic blog to report news and stories that are interesting, fun, and trending. We put a Bay Area spin on them, such as, I don't know if a lot of you heard about the Donald Sterling Fan for Life. I'm sure you did. So that coincided with the whole Warriors game, Clippers game that was playing that night. As well as we had little sneaker posts every week, which talked about where you could buy the sneakers in the area. We found this cool little template where viewers could see multiple stories, which helped them get the most out of listing or page. By having lots of stories to choose from, the readers can pick and choose what they like to read about without having to scroll. Every week, we took time to create new stories and lists that we thought were interesting, some of which we had specific time slots, such as the sneakerhead post. It was a weekly issue report on what's coming out for the area. And the Baytastic events post, a weekly list of what's happening today. We coordinated with each other to edit our content to make it pop. For content, the platforms we use were Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So we were creating original content. We also decided to use WordPress as base for our blog. Karen over here.
So for the content, for the platforms we use. Oh, sorry. Of course, for Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, but because we were creating original content, we decided to use WordPress as the base for our blog. So on Twitter, we accumulated over 207 followers. On Facebook, we got 149 likes. On Instagram, we got 103 followers. And with 34 people following our WordPress blog. So for a content platform, on Instagram, because it's very visual, we decided to share content for purposes of entertainment. On Facebook, we had a little bit of everything for real-time content, local events, entertainment, third-party content. For Twitter, we had real-time content, entertainment, and WordPress is where we had all of that. So for Instagram, it was great for interaction and likes. The one problem we had with Instagram was that because the links didn't follow through, didn't go through, it was really hard to get people to link back to our site or to come back to our site. For Facebook, we got a lot of views with very little interactions. You can see some of these posts. This one right here, we had 229 people view that post, but we only got 6 likes. The post to the right, 334 people viewed it, but we only got 3 likes. And we talked about it as a team, and we thought that their pay-to-play system was really hurting us. And for Twitter, in terms of social success, this is where it was at for us. We think it was because we were able to use a lot of key hashtags, which created a lot of engagement. We got a lot of replies, we got a lot of retweets, and we had a lot of people favoriting us.
So how we measured Facebook. So Facebook already provides us how many viewers view our posts. We also counted likes and shares because Facebook is not kind enough to do that. So we have to count it manually. For Instagram, we knew that every single of our posts, whenever we post, would reach all of our followers. So we have 103 followers that whenever we post a post, it would go to 103 feeds. However, we won't know if all of them are seeing our posts. And for Twitter, we use a social media tool called TweetReach. These are our 2 most popular tweets that we had. So we would copy and paste a tweet, plug it into tweetreach.com, and it would come out with statistics for us to use.
So continuing on with the statistics, here's some more on TweetReach, and we searched up our username Baytastic100, and these are some of the statistics that came up. On the left side are a list of people who interacted with us, whether it was through tweeting or retweeting. So our number one contributor, he actually had 15,000 followers, and he retweeted our third most retweeted tweet, which 4 people retweeted. And by retweeting that, he actually shared our content with a possible 15,000 people. That was pretty cool. And on the right side is the estimated reach of who, what kind of, or the number of users who may have seen our Twitter page or even our content. So there were about 37,000 possible users that viewed our page. And what we found out through tweet reach was that our most retweeted tweets were all related to sports. So our number one most retweeted tweet was retweeted 9 times, and it was about the Warriors. And looking at our WordPress site, here are some of our blog statistics. This is the number of our views and our visitors throughout the entire time we're working on this project. So as you can tell, in the beginning, we were just starting out, so there weren't that many viewers. But as we continued, it kind of increased in decline until we hit the week of April 7th, and that was the week where we posted our most content. We pushed out 9 posts, and we really saw that by having more content, we got more viewers and more views on our site. Also, our Facebook was reviewed the most during that week as well. And now looking at the growth in our leadership, it really, the number of visitors increased from in March around 751 visitors, and it shot up to around 950 in April. And what's interesting is that the number of our visitors didn't really change that much, but the views did, which meant that we had, although we had the same number of visitors, they visited our page more often.
The statistics aside, we had a pretty big task ahead of us with the idea of targeting the entire Bay Area. The issue with that is that there's so many subcultures and communities within this larger Bay Area community that we have. And what we realized about our overall community is that it's extremely dynamic. It's constantly changing. There are trends, but there are some things that stay the same. And we realized that they're extremely passionate, cultured people. Regardless of if you're, in San Jose or San Francisco, Sacramento, regardless of where you are, there's still people who are extremely passionate about where they're from and what their city is all about. And we try to cater to that. We have a lot of neighborhood coaches, I think, with our biggest, most consistent thing. And as we know, in the Bay Area, that's a huge deal. And we also had, a little idea about, putting out just ideas about different musicians. We have the top 10 most hypey songs, and I think that did really well. And I love that one. And it's very Bay Area. So our main focus was that regardless of what content we're pushing out, whether it's actually news or just relevant information about things that are going on right now, about they're filming an episode of Cops or the series of Cops right now, just things like that. Everything had to be Bay Area centric and focus on the idea and the culture that the Bay Area is all about.
And here we have some fun facts just that we found looking at all of our information, statistics, and stuff. So our Facebook reach, actually, we reached many of the Bay Area cities, which is obviously our goal. San Jose, San Francisco, Davis, and St. Clair, Berkeley, and Sacramento, and Oakland. Also, yeah, and then we also had on our WordPress too, and Facebook, we had multiple views from people from all over the world, not just in the US. So there were countries like India, Kingdom, Mexico, Canada, Brazil, Australia, Hong Kong, Spain. Majority of our visitors to our Facebook page is 62% and 37% of men. And then we also had a 4-day shoot of, we got over 100 views on our website. That was the time push out a ton of content, but also interact with other like sites and just people that are different places.
We just want to keep it going and um, um, push through it and
Good job.
Just like that's basically just what we want to do. We want to keep up with the blog, and we all kind of fell in love with the community already. And we just want to keep it going.
Awesome. Great job.